Hey guys, so this is the Dell XPS 13, and this one is the 2017 model, and this is the earlier model of the 2017 model because there was a late one with the eighth generation Intel Core i7. This model specifically is from early 2017, and it has the 7th generation Intel Core i7. So does it really make a difference? I don't think so. It will have a difference in performance. The newer has a performance boost now, but there is a newer 2018 model with similar specs. It actually also gets a performance boost from both of the 2017 models, and it also gets a slight design change as it's substantially thinner. Actually, I think it's like 4 millimeters thinner, which is pretty substantial, and also it has thinner bezel, I believe, and it's just a smaller form factor. And yeah, although it has a smaller battery, but I'll get into that. And so let's just go over design. I mean, the design is really stunning. I mean, it's very small, very compact. It is probably the smallest 13-inch laptop in terms of form factor you can get. It's not the thinnest laptop, but it's very very well built, and it's small in terms of size this way, so it's very, very comfortable to hold, and yeah, very portable. So if we look here, the texture on this thing is really nice. I know you guys probably heard a lot about it because the famous carbon fiber that Dell likes to put on in their XPS models has been very, very nice. I really, really, really prefer this over any aluminum, actually, even the MacBook ones, because it just has this soft touch kind of feel, and it just feels very nice and comfortable when you're typing and resting your hand there. Now the aluminum up here and the bottom, and the ports. So kind of interesting here because you see a USB-C here, and this can charge the laptop. But they decided to, for some reason, include an actual dedicated charging port, which kind of questioned me because why would they, why didn't they just go with this one as the main charging port, or maybe even add another one and, have two USB-Cs and just, yeah. But I guess Dell decided to do that. But the good side is the fact that they have two USB-As, the traditional USBs, and one on the other side. And there is also a standard SD card slot, which might be useful for some people. And it has a headphone jack right here and a battery indicator. So those are the ports. It's very nice. It's a pretty nice selection of ports. I literally have no problems with it, and it's really nice. Now, if we look at other kind of layouts here, you probably already noticed, because the bezels are so thin, the camera is down here. That's really bad for the webcam placement, and it's probably a very awkward angle at your face. So, but personally, I do not use the webcam actually at all. I don't think I've ever used the webcam ever since I got this laptop. And so if you use a webcam a lot and you really care about, I assume that you care about most of you will assume, care about how you look in, conference calls or just video chats or whatever. And so if you guys care and you do a lot of those, I would not look into the XPS. I would look into something else with a camera that's better located. And so, but I believe it's really a minor part. Now, speaking of the camera, this model does not come with a fingerprint scanner nor the Windows Hello feature, which really disappointed me when I bought it. But I wanted to, I was very surprised that they didn't include at least a Windows Hello feature to this laptop. And yeah, but I know I've seen it work. I have it on my HP Spectre. That one works amazingly. I really, really wish they incorporated this into this specific model, But the newer ones do have fingerprint scanners and the webcam. So if you really need that, you might want to go for the later versions of the same laptop, basically. So other things to talk about is the display. So the display is a 1080p panel. In 2018, it still looks great, although it's not as great as the newest one, the 2018 model. That one just looks absolutely phenomenal. That one actually also comes with a 4K panel if you want, if you would like to choose. But I think 1080p is fine, especially on this 13-inch display, and the display has just been really good, and it gets pretty bright too. It's very bright, and it also can dim pretty low, so it's very nice. Now the keyboard is also really nice. I really like this keyboard, and I actually prefer the HP Spectre keyboard because it is more tactile, and this one's a little bit more mushy. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't like this laptop's keyboard. I really do like it, and it's very comfortable to type on, and it's just a perfect travel distance. And yeah, the one thing I do not like, however, is the layout of the top function keys. Now, this is probably just my thing, but in my opinion, I think the volume always has to be on the right side and the brightness has to be on the left side, because I change the volume more often than the brightness, and most people are right-handed, so that's why I assume that they would put it on the right side. But that's really nitpicking, and it's just kind of bugged me. But that really shouldn't be any factor contributing to whether this is a bad laptop or a good laptop. So yeah, and the trackpad actually is also extremely nice. In fact, I think this is the best trackpad on Windows. Now that's because some people might argue with that. Some people might say the HP, the Spectre trackpads, the huge long ones, are better or something. But those ones, they don't swipe. Their gestures aren't as smooth as the Dell one or this one. The gestures are super smooth. They work extremely well, and that's the only reason why I believe that this one's just better. Just works a lot better, and also the click is a lot more satisfying to click, and on the trackpad it actually clicks on all four sides. So it clicks here, 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 here. So that's pretty nice. And the speakers are actually pretty nice, and the placements are good, not the best because they're on the side. The best would be in the front here, like on the side or something, or like behind the keyboard. That would have been pretty nice. But side facing speakers aren't as bad, I believe, as the bottom ones, especially because when they're on your lap, they won't blare to the bottom, hitting your knees and just basically just diminishing the sound. So the sound quality is also pretty nice. It gets pretty loud too. So the sound volume and probably quality wouldn't be that big of an issue if you're just normal day-to-day user. And finally, the performance. The performance has been really great. And I honestly can't. Not a lot of people will be able to tell the difference between the 8th generation and the 7th generation when you're just web browsing and just using Google services and stuff like that. Unless you're doing like heavy tasks like editing videos or photos, working on Photoshop and stuff like that. And even when I do 3D modeling, I really don't see any lags or shudders. It's very smooth, and for the most part, it's very fast. So it's very nice. And this one does not have a dedicated graphics card, and actually the other XPS models, I believe, also don't have dedicated graphics card. It has the integrated ones from Intel. Obviously, they're not for gaming, although it could run gaming, it could run it, but it's not gonna go well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. basically, I think this laptop is a better value than the 2017, the later model, the XPS, where it has the 8th generation. If you really need that extra, that small little boost in performance, I guess you could go for a new one. But if you're planning to get the 2018 model with the slightly new design and thinner, profile with lighter, that one is actually probably worth it to get, even if it's like $300-$400 more expensive than this specific model. It's probably about $400 more expensive, I believe. I would probably get that one because that one just has a new, new design and stuff. Even though this one has a way better battery life. And speaking of battery life, it basically got me through all day long, and it had every day it had about 20 to 40% left, usually like around 30, and that's really nice. That's really great, and I do a lot of pretty heavy tasks, such as a little bit of gaming and 3D modeling and a lot of web browsing, Google services, Microsoft stuff, and stuff like that. So overall, it's very nice. The battery life is fantastic on this. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this helped. If so, please subscribe and please give a thumbs up to this video.